Hey, we're live. It's James speaking, trainingsites.io. I ran into something on X over the weekend slash Twitter, and it's one of those ones where I just start thinking all of these things, and I want to share it with you today because it will affect us sooner rather than later when it comes to ChatGPT and the brand new shopping assistant that I talked about last week. If you haven't had a chance to go look at that video, make sure I'll put the link below. But at Training Sites is actually the YouTube channel. I did 2 or 3 videos on the new shopping assistant and how they affect us as online education businesses or people selling information or digital products, not just physical widgets. So I had Buy Inside ChatGPT, which was a video that just introduced it. And then I had one about how to get listed as one of the results with the shopping assistant. And again, make sure to watch those videos. If you haven't seen them already, the way that this works is, I have another screen here, is that if you're talking about buying something and you're using that conversation where you're talking to ChatGPT and you're basically saying like, which one should I buy or where do I get the cheapest price? It will actually bring up, like in this case, bring up the different choices that you have or that you have made. And basically, if you click on it on the right-hand panel, you'll get an opportunity to see the best place to buy it, the prices, also some reviews, what people are saying. And you can basically just click on it and buy, and it'll take you to the site to buy, which is really cool by itself. Now, here's the part that to get listed in here, and if it's even worth getting listed, and how to get listed, these are all the questions that are coming up. And for me, playing around with this over the weekend, what I ran into was on Twitter slash X, whatever it's called right now, is I ran into this post by a gentleman by the name of Aaron Rubin, who's with a company, I think Ship Hero. So they do shipping for e-commerce companies. But he said, wait, is Shopify checkout going to be embedded in ChatGPT? So I did that video last week that was just about, hey, the fact they have a shopping assistant. This looks like new code strings in ChatGPT's public web bundle, buy now, price, shipping fields, product offer rating, Shopify checkout URL. The snippet suggests a handoff to Shopify's hosted checkout, implying a formal tie-up rather than a generic affiliate link. So here we've got a situation where it comes up, the shopping assistant, with links. And for us, if it's a digital product, we have to have our products in a way listed in a way that actually shows up. They're saying, and this post is implying, that the actual checkout is going to be built in of Shopify right within ChatGPT. So not only will there be an option to, click to go to someone else's site, it looks like they're going to have as listings people who have a Shopify store. Their listings or product catalog are ones that are going to be able to be available directly within ChatGPT. And if you're not familiar with Shopify, please go take a look at shopify.ca or shopify.com. They're a huge company that is a software as a service for people who just want to have a shopping cart business where they want a basic website and they want to be able to their products and services up and have people buy them online in a shopping cart. That's exactly what they do. They charge a monthly fee, and I think they take a tiny cut on the payment, but it's a very non-technical way to sell stuff, whether it be physical and or digital products. If anyone wants to sell anything, it's there. And they've done a really good job, of course, is putting together a real simple, easy checkout. One where it's like, hey, credit card, shipping details if needed, click, done. And making it easy to purchase things, that checkout friction is always something that you want to be able to reduce. So if they're going to be running the checkout natively within, how does that affect us? So here's a couple things I just wanted to ask ChatGPT and say, hey, what the heck's going on? How is this going to help us? What do we need to know about? And then here's here's what ChatGPT came up with. I don't know how accurate it is, but I just want you to think about this because when you're having or building out a training site or an education business or digital products, it's not the kind of support that you require from a physical product. Is it's broken, how do I use this physical thing. As opposed to digital or info products or educational content, there's a difference between the two. So I wanted to kind of think about this from the point of, hey, I got a digital product, or I'm teaching a course, or I have something that I'm going to share, or a process that I'm doing, or I'm trying to educate a group of people. I have this shopping assistant that's showing up directly within ChatGPT, where a lot of people are going, that's basically replacing Google. What am I going to use? And it came up with a couple terms here that were interesting. One is a conversational commerce goes native. And what that means is that when people are doing research for digital products, they may not be searching for them now, they'll be conversing for them now. So they're going to be having a chat with ChatGPT to ask for, how do I do this? What's the best way to do this? Who's an expert in it? Where is the information that I need to know about? What information do I know about? How should it be organized? All those questions that people ask, but with shopping intent, as they're going to buy a course or they want to learn something. These are things that are going to show up in ChatGPT. And if there's an opportunity for a listing, is it going to be there? So ChatGPT stops being a research tool and becomes a checkout surface. They're not going to be going to a website necessarily. They're going to be purchasing in ChatGPT. So that's the first thing to kind of notice. Ranking moves from SEO to LLM SO. Now, previous video I was talking about, or I called it chat product optimization as opposed to search engine optimization, but how you optimize for chat product selection as opposed to keywords, phrases, and enough to show up in the Google search, as opposed to how do I show up in a chat conversation. And then all of the stuff for the payment purchase is all done, taken away from you because it's done directly within the Shopify checkout. Now, a couple things are implications. So what does this mean to us as digital product or info product sellers? The listing is now an answer, not a web page. So everything that we do about our product has to be an answer to a specific question, not about the traditional product bundle that we think of. It's more about how many questions can it answer and where does our answer show up in the buying journey that someone might be having in a conversation on ChatGPT. Metadata becomes your new storefront. This is the thing that shopping carts are great at. They have all of the minute details about the features and boundaries of what a product is. And your ability to have a digital product described in that way becomes a huge, huge value. And these are the things, an example like course length, format, video plus PDF, video plus coaching, difficulty, beginners. Those are the things that have to be in our meta description for courses, not you can earn $10 billion in 12 minutes if you just buy this course. And then here's the one that's kind of neat, agentic bundles. Picture a user asking ChatGPT to build me a beginner Lightroom course bundle under $50. The model could stack 3 separate digital products, yours and others, into a one-click cart. Plan SKUs that can live alone and combine quickly. And then the part that I'm really excited about, and this is the one that I hope you've got your head around. You still need your own community. I haven't forgotten about AI learning communities. When you are selling digital products, irrespective if the checkout is on Spotify and or Amazon or any place that you happen to list your courses and information products, you are going to have some kind of community to make yourself stand out and provide your own personal walled garden from all of the other choices that are available to people. Information fatigue is real. Your ability to simplify but get people into your ecosystem from Shopify, from Amazon, from Coursera, from Udemy, all of those places where they have large, large product catalogs to choose from, you've got to be able to find your way in there. So you can sell in Shopify, but have them come back to your community. And that campus or community has, and you get to keep, the email list, behavioral data, what they're buying, what they're not buying, how they interact with other people, the feedback they provide, recurring revenue, personalized AI agents directly within your campus. And it's your mall. So basically, we're creating our mall, right? Irrespective if it's any other tool, we want to make sure that we have them in our audience, our community. And first party data, high ticket products, and the brand story. These are all things that are happening quickly. Go do some reading on ChatGPT and the shopping assistant. It's not just for physical products. Have some fun. This is cool stuff. It's happening quickly. If you want to put your head in the sand, I get it. It's scary. This stuff is happening too quickly for all of us, but it is not going to go away, and it's not going to get worse at what it's doing. So take advantage, figure out how you can leverage it all, and start, build, and grow your education business. And if you need help doing that, please make sure to go to trainingsites.io, this way, down at the link there, trainingsites.io/join. That's my personally branded campus where I have all of the prompts, all of the courses, all of the lessons. We do live training once a week, all sorts of prompts. Everything is there for you. It's absolutely free for you to join. All of the content is free for you as well. I hope you enjoyed this. My name is James. It's trainingsites.io. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later today with another great video to help you start, build, and grow your education business.